Michael, I hate to be the harbinger of depressing tales, but Liz Taylor just canceled on us. She said she had to go to another affair where they desperately required her presence, poor thing. And one of the cameramen that you hired is celebrating his divorce and is completely drunk. I always get myself involved in these lessons.
I know what to do.
Well, yeah, you always know what to do. Wrong.
I pride myself, Estelle, on always being prepared. You never know when anything's going to happen.
Brenda Sue, would you mind leaving? Mr. Ray and I have many details to discuss and have no time for your tales of the backwoods.
Brenda Sue, can you sober up the cameraman?
Well, I do have this recipe that my grandmama always gave my grandpa every time he'd had too much of his corn liquor.
Wonderful. Why don't you go sober him up while Mr. Ray and I talk about the show?
All right, but I'm telling you...
And this time, Brenda Sue, would you please remember to strain the tea before you serve it? Thank you. Michael, is there any way we could possibly give her as a non-refundable hostage to Iran?
Now, Estelle, she means well.
Michael, what are we going to do about a guest star? And that stupid cameraman getting drunk today of all days when we have to go live because of that silly basketball game.
Now, calm down, Estelle. It'll work out. It always does.
Michael, you never want to deal with reality.
I do, through you.
Oh, I know. I'll call Howard. He'll know what to do. Maybe he could get me a big-name sports star. That would be great. Yeah, right before the basketball game, live, Magic Johnson. Thank you, Robbie. This is for Michael, you metal monster. Excuse me.
Oh, thank you, Robbie. Oh, there you are. Go play with the car. Dear Michael, thank you for your wonderful show. I love watching it. I wish I could have a talk show like you and be a talk show host. Your loving fan, Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, Mr. Ray, I'm sorry to disturb you and all. I know how busy you are with the show going live and everything.
What is it, Brenda Sue?
Well, you know, I gave that recipe of my grandmama's to the cameraman, and he's out yonder by the pond bringing it all back up.
Oh, dear. What was in it?
Well, my grandmama's recipe of Tabasco sauce, horseradish, raw eggs, and Broma seltzer. You know, it reminds me of my cousin Elmer, the time that my mama sterilized the outhouse and she left just a tiny bit of lye on the toilet seat. And well, when Elmer sat down, woo! He jumped as high as my brother's Timmy's prize bullfrog. And that bullfrog sure won a lot of prizes. I tell you, Mr. Ray, it was something.
Okay, let's go help him.
Oh, okay. He's out this way.
Now listen, Howard. Lawyers are paid to do things which are not always easy. I need a sports star on today's show, and I need him now. Hold on, Howard, the other line. Hello, tea with Michael Ray. Yes? What? You can't make it. That's quite all right. I understand. Thank you. Howard, the musical spot just canceled. How many sports stars can you get for me, Howard? I don't care if they ride snails. Just make sure they're famous and have them here in 15 minutes. Offer them anything. Lie. You know how to do that, Howard.
Oh, Lord, what worries, what troubles. Claire.
Howard, do you know any hitmen?
Brenda Sue, how nice you have a date.
Brenda Sue, the door.
Oh,
Well, Verna, don't she look nice? Are you running for Mrs. America?
No. Just doing this and that.
this is Mr. Ray's first guest here, Mr. Purnell Powers.
How did you know that?
Well, you told me in the outside hall.
Very nice to meet you. I sense very strange and unusual things going on here.
Well, he's right about that.
You must be...
Verna Verona. I'm the neighbor.
And so you are. And you must be...
Estelle Conrad, I called you for the show.
Oh, and you look exactly like you do.
Thank you so much. I have read your book, and
Yeah.
I must say it has many different points of view regarding reincarnation.
Estelle.
Yes.
I may call you Estelle.
Oh, yes.
I feel that people like myself never really die. We just enter others' bodies like you would change your hairdo. Do you understand?
Oh, yes. I change my hairdo quite often, and I always feel like a new person. Verna, what are you doing?
Oh, I was just gardening in my garden, and I remembered Michael was filming today, so I thought I'd bring some flowers over.
Oh.
Is he someone famous?
Right.
Are you Pernell Roberts?
Been many famous people.
Verna, darling, how would you like to be on today's show?
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
What would I do? I don't do anything interesting to talk about.
Well, you could talk about your garden, your beautiful roses.
I do know a lot about roses.
Great. Mr. Powers, this is Verna.
Yes. I feel she has the same last name as her husband.
How did he know that?
Oh, I know many, many things.
Well, I'll just leave you to discuss what you two will discuss. I'm going to go get Mr. Ray. It's almost time for the show. We go live in 3 minutes.
Now, Robbie, there's nothing to working a camera. I'll show you how to with this remote control. You just go over there by those cables and you do exactly what I said. Robbie, now get up. You know Mr. Ray's short of guests, and I'm going to surprise him. I'm going to surprise him and be a Mr. Guest and do my clog dancing. Oh, won't he be surprised, Robbie? Robbie, come on now and get up.
Hello? Yes, Howard. You have a windsurfer for me? And he's on the way? Oh, Howard, you're a doll. I won't forget this.
Yes.
I still need one more guest. What am I going to do?
I'm trying to plant roses.
Verna, could you go get next door and get Vern? He's almost interesting. Dress him up, stand behind the French doors, and I'll tell you when to come in, all right? All right. Oh, thank you, Verna. You're such a doll. The Veronas are really being good neighbors today.
He even sounds famous.
Pernell, you are the first guest.
I know.
Stay where you are.
I shall.
I'm getting Michael. Michael! We're ready!
Hello there, and welcome to Tea with Michael Ray. Thank you. Good heavens. We have a very special show for you today, so I've been told. So sit back, have a cup of tea, and relax, and I'll bring some delightful conversation into your living room. My first guest today is a psychic, and he's written a new book entitled Living Other People's Lives. We met quite recently at a gathering which was a benefit for the revival of old thought. Now, this is a new movement, a new group of people.
Excuse me, Michael, no, it's not a new. It is from centuries and centuries. Time in its forgiving path has allowed people like myself to exist, living others' lives, which is the title of my new book. And it allows us to find the truth about oneself.
Really?
Yes, I am now presently living the life of an air traffic controller. I guide the planes in safely with my sensitivity.
But you also use radar and computers and such like.
No, Michael, no. I sense where the planes are and then bring them into their landings safely, sometimes. Other times, well, those other times are in my new book, Living Others' Lives.
How many others' lives have you lived?
Oh, Michael, they're too numerous to mention. Where should I begin? Should I start with Caesar? Or should I go back to further than that?
This is just a half-an-hour talk show.
Oh.
Tell me about traveling through time and space. How was that? Is it like people say white light?
Michael, the lights are red, white, blue, chartreuse. I myself attract a certain afterglow. And in my new book, Living Others' Lives, I explain it, how anyone can live other lives. In fact, at this time, I have 6 women who are living other lives through me.
Good heavens, are they all here tonight?
No, 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 Michael, no. I separate their other lives so my life can be at peace. Do you understand?
I think I do. Maybe I should read your book.
Indeed, you should. And you may be my guest this Saturday at the Psychic Salon, which is located at the Delamo Fashion Center on the 3rd level.
Well, I must remember to forget to write that down in my diary.
Wait! I have another sensation, feeling of a watery being, a person, someone is coming of...
Yes, it's my next guest. He's a world-renowned windsurfer, and I've been told that he's traversed many different shores looking for the perfect gust of wind. He's traveled on his surfboard from Bangkok to Burbank. Please welcome Mr. Turk Sand.
That's it, Turk Sand. Turk Sand, of course.
Hey! Thanks a lot, Buck. Hey, dude, you're in my spot. Like it out.
Of course.
All right, check it out. Mike, dude, whoa, I'm like totally freaked by being here. This is the best, dude. Yeah! It's like, you, check this out. You like surf into people's homes, you know? You like surf right into their living rooms, their kitchens, dude, and even their bedrooms, you know? And check it out. I'm really tripped out right now because we're on the same wave, dude. Bitchin'. Yeah!
Bitching, is that a 4-letter word?
Then you have a
See?
sensation of the unknown.
What?
The unknown.
Whoa.
So tell us about windsurfing.
Sure. I'll tell you what it's like. It's like living on the edge, you know? It's like living life in the fast lane, leaping into the unknown.
The unknown.
Whoa, just like this show, man. Trippy. Whoa.
So what's the perfect wave you've ever encountered?
44D.
You called?
Whoa.
No, no one called you Brenda, sir.
Well, hang on. Why don't you rustle me up some grub?
I summoned her telepathically. I have a sensation of hunger.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ray, but I haven't had time to prepare the tea.
Well, don't worry, Armand, our gourmet chef, he's preparing a fabulous meal for us all at the end of the show.
All right, killer.
Lordy, Lordy, what troubles, what worries.
Oh, dear. So it must have been pretty tough traveling on a surfboard from Bangkok to Burbank.
Yeah, it was. Whoa.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, all right. Well, dude, I had trouble right off, you know, right in Bangkok. Boom, trouble hit me. Got sick, all that bondage food.
Bondage food?
Yeah, you know, Thai food. I got tied up eating Thai food.
You know, Houdini used to get tied up a lot, but I don't think it was in Bangkok.
Oh, this dude's totally going off for no reason. You're tripping me out, dude. Are you a surfer?
No, I don't like the water.
So, Turk, how did you get a name like Turk?
My old man's a Greek.
Yeah. So 5,000 miles. How did you travel 5,000 miles on a surfboard?
By wind, bus, and yacht cart.
Yak cart?
Yeah, dude. Yacht cart. See, I was fully going for the direct route record, all right? So that meant when I'm on a wave, right, all of a sudden I hit land, boom, I'm on dirt and stuff, right? So I have to go over on the local transportation.
What did you do when there wasn't any wind?
Had to create my own. Beans.
Well, you obviously made it.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you?
Well, I met up with that ultimate wave, you know, that 44D I was talking about earlier. Whoa. And so I was detained in Hawaii for like 18 months. So the whole deal lasted about 19 months, 14 days, 13 hours, 22 minutes, and 17 seconds.
And did you break the record?
Yeah, I broke the record. I broke them all, man. Yacht cart hit a bump, wheel comes off, my albums go flying out of the window. I had some killer tunes too, dude.
Well,
I had
thank
to
you for
surf
joining
around
us on the show.
It's like Star
See you
Music.
next time. We've got to take a little breath right now. We'll be right back after this word from somebody
No,
equally
dude,
stupid.
I don't think
See
when
you
I'm
then.
surfing.
You don't
So
think at
are you
all?
gonna
I try
go
not
on
to,
the
it screws
surfboard
me
and do
up.
that and go-
Am I annoying you? Is this getting on your nerves? Do you not like my looks? Do you already hate my voice? Imagine how I smell. How would you like to spend a week with me? Well, now you can. I run the Stress Farm at Club Dread, the newest in vacation packages. I guarantee to annoy you, to irritate you, and to generally make you so miserable you'll be happy to get back to your job, no matter how boring it is, no matter how stressful it is, no matter how much you hate it. And isn't that what a vacation should be about? The Stress Farm at Club Dread. 'Cause it feels so good when you stop.
My good friends Vern and Werner Verona popped in. I must say it's great to have you here.
Delighted, old man. You know, when we heard how marvelously the show was doing, we simply had to pop in and say hello.
Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Can't stay but a moment, though.
Oh.
You see, we're dining al fresco in the garden tonight, and, well, yours truly is manning the grill. Do hope you will join us.
Well, you're dining in the nude. I had rather a late lunch, actually.
Oh, please, Michael, it'd be no trouble at all, and we'd love to have you.
Oh, thank you. Well, what's on the menu?
Oh, simple fare, Michael. We're having grilled steaks, charbroiled to taste, with a tangy tomato sauce on a lightly grilled American roll. Avec fromage, s'il vous plaît.
Right.
You know, I think a nice Burgundy or Bordeaux would go quite well. Though, of course, Michael, you needn't necessarily bring anything at all. Except your palate, of course.
We're having hot dogs, baked beans, and potato chips, too.
Well, I do appreciate a nice cheeseburger every now and then. How are the twins?
They're taking a nap now. Thank goodness. They spent the morning playing dodgeball with our new pit bull, Rambo. Well, Rambo chewed through his chain and really gave the twins a run for their money this morning, till Vern settled him down with the teaser.
That's taser, dear. Not teaser,
The
taser. Rambo does tend to be a bit high-spirited from time to time, Michael, but he's gentle as a lamb, really. You just have to let them know who's boss, you see.
Well, I hope nobody got hurt.
No, Rambo was only knocked out for a few minutes, just enough time for us to spot weld his chain back together. Oh, I almost forgot, Michael, the twins did this for you.
Oh, great.
They worked on it together.
Oh, it's very unusual. I have the perfect place for this, in my garbage garage.
Clearly, the twins have inherited the Verona talent in the arts.
Yes, I see your point. Did they do this from memory?
They told me it came to them in a flash of inspiration when they were playing with the toaster in the bathtub.
My God, you didn't tell me about that.
Oh, I didn't want to worry you, dear.
Fires can be started that way, you know.
I'm sorry.
When did this happen?
I believe it was Monday morning.
Monday. Well, that would explain the unusual hairstyles, I suppose. Thank God, I thought it was some hippie hairdo idea they'd gotten from the maid.
Oh, no, the maid's not a hippie, dear. She's a punk. Hippies were out 20 years ago.
A hippie, schmippy, beatnik, I don't care what you call it. I call it weird. And I'll tell you another thing. The moment that woman gets her green card, she's going to want to be paid. And when that happens, that's it. She's history. Oh, Michael, I'm sorry, but I do have to run. If the sherry isn't allowed to breathe properly, you see, the entire meal will be a total disaster. Do join us, though, Michael. It'll be such fun.
I'd like to.
TTFN.
Later, bud.
Bye. So, Verna, are you going to tell us about your roses?
Yes, I am. You know, they're not that easy to grow.
Oh, why's that?
Well, if I could find a place to plant them, they might be easier. I was going to plant them around the Baroque fountain.
You have a Baroque fountain?
Everything in their house is Baroque due to those twins.
Oh, not broke, Brenda, Baroque. Although, you're right, it is broken. The twins threw Vern's new bowling ball into the fountain. It's a Don Spalding lane blaster. Vern says it's upped his average 9 pins. Yeah. But now the ball's broke, the Baroque is broke, and I can't plant my American beauties there. I thought of planting them poolside, but the twins backed my Mercedes XL15 into the pool. Fortunately, the bumper caught on the pool cover, so now the XL15 is only halfway in the pool, but the pool cover is broken. It's stuck at 3 feet. Though now we can't use our diving board, which is good because the twins can't make the postman walk the plank anymore. You know, I tried planting them beside the pool once before, though, and the twins threw 300 pounds of fertilizer into the pool. Not a pretty sight. We had to take a shower every time we went swimming. Now, I can't plant them by the dead tree.
I know why.
It wasn't dead until the twins poured cement all over its roots, and all of the books say you can't plant roses in cement.
That's true.
Verna, a tow truck is pulling up over your lawn and driving up by your pool.
Oh, good, good. So as I was saying,
Maybe
I
you should
tried
go and
planting
check
them
on
in the
that,
cement.
Verna.
Oh no, Vern is there. He'll take care of it. It's okay. But all the books say you can't plant roses in cement. It's just impossible. So I'm.
Well, thank you. We'll be back after this brief word from somebody who may seem somewhat familiar. We'll see you then.
And then we can think.
Think about it.
Hey, folks, I'm Vern. Boy, howdy, we're having a harvest of values down here at all 5 locations of Vern's Video Barn. That's right. We got us a bumper crop of new video releases at a fraction of what you'd pay somewhere else. Can you believe these savings? We got Nearly Top Gun for only $2.99. We got Robo Officer, only $1.99. We got Beverly Hills Policeman, only $1.79. Now, friends, you may ask, how can we afford to sell these new video releases at these prices? How can we do it? Well, friends, the answer is simple. We cut out the middleman. That's right. By dealing direct with the factory, we save you the enormous production costs of the Hollywood system, and we pass the savings directly on to you. Now, these tapes may not come in a fancy schmancy box, and they may not have a store-bought label. And for legal reasons, we can't call them by the same name they appear under in the theaters. But friends, you got Vern's word on this, and that's a fact. If each and every one of these tapes ain't 100% genuine Hollywood entertainment from start to finish, well, I'll eat a cow pie.
Didn't he look good? Well, that's one place I'm sure we'll all be shopping. Now, my next guest is, Armand. Chef extraordinaire. The gourmet's gourmand, a veritable culinary king of the cuisine. Please welcome Armand.
I do not like this man. Thank you very much. I do not like this man. He comes into my kitchen and I'm chopping on the chopping board and he says, what is inside this pot? And he goes to lift up the lid. And I go, no, do not touch the pot. Wait. And he lifts it up and he ruins it. He lets out my beautiful bouquet. Michael, he ruined it.
You mean he destroyed your flower arrangement?
Flower arrangement? You call my cooking flower arrangement? Michael, if you want a flower arrangement, I range flour all over your face.
Oh, good heavens.
There's your flower arrangement. You have insulted me.
Well, now we're equal, or even Stephen.
On you it looks good.
Thank you. Now, so you've invented a new carnivorous dessert, huh?
Yes, I have. It's a new invention I've come up with. It's called chocolate mouse.
Don't you mean chocolate mousse?
No, chocolate mouse. I take a little mouse, I dip it in chocolate. It's a big delicacy in France. The cats, they follow me everywhere I go. They always meow, 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 meow. I say, no, get down, and they meow, meow. I have to push them down with my hands. My hands get dirty. I have to wash after this. It's terrible, Michael.
So we have a real live French chef on the show tonight. Do you have any useful hints you'd like to give our viewers at home?
Oui. If you make a strawberry paste, always taste, never waste. If you are making crepes, you must learn, always turn or they will burn. Clean your dishes in the sink. If you leave too long, the whole mess will stink.
Any more tips?
Michael, what do you mean tips? I am the chef. You should be tipping me.
Oh, so what's on the menu tonight?
I'm making my special masterpiece. Oh, you will love it, Michael. It is poulet l'orange Armand with asparagus tips.
But I didn't think you gave tips.
Oh, Michael, you're so funny. Yes, I make a special bechamel sauce. It is my special famous bechamel sauce to go with the asparagus tips.
I smell
you
something
love my
burning.
bechamel sauce.
I smell something burning. What's that smell?
My bechamel.
Oh. Well, I don't really know what's going on.
Michael, I think you better take your guests out to the garden.
Well, thank you for joining us on Tea with Michael Ray. As you can see, we're in a bit of a hurry right now. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to tune in. See you then. Bye. Come on.
In 1814, took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi.
Make sure you use real onion. It must be real onion and imported paper. You must use imported paper. Remember this.
We fired our guns and the British kept a coming. It wasn't 30 minutes, but it was a while ago. We fired once more and the rage kept running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
The way I'll feel